Hello and welcome to Florida Man News. I got some more Florida Man news lined up for you. So let's check out the land of weirdness with these following entries. Here we go. A Florida woman was arrested because she broke into a home of some elderly folks trying to sexually assault them naked. A Florida woman was arrested after police says she walked into a Citrus County home, undressed herself before starting to hug and sit in multiple people's laps, including several who were 65 years or older. Police say that the 35-year-old Florida woman walked into the home through the side door. Once inside, she removed her clothing and exposed herself before grabbing and hugging the homeowner. When they told her to stop, she sat in the lap of two other residents while naked, saying, "You like it," to one of her victims. Two of the residents attempted to remove her by escorting her to the front door. At that time, she was still naked. She grabbed the testicles of one of the individuals and made several sexual remarks. When the police arrived, she was ordered to put on a shirt, but continued to resist officers. She was then handcuffed and placed into a patrol car. But when the officers attempt to close the door, they say that she kicked the officer in the chest. More officers arrived and tried to move her to another squad car, where she allegedly kicked a second officer in the chest. The Florida woman now faces many charges for her behavior. She was transported to a detention facility and is held on a $48,000 bond. A Florida woman tries the only way she knows how to raise money for a criminal defense lawyer. A Florida woman was arrested Saturday on felony narcotics charges by trying to sell fentanyl to make money to pay for her attorney for pending drug charges. The 28-year-old Florida woman was busted by sheriff's deputies spotting her dropping a bag that held 4 baggies containing synthetic opioids. The defendant intended on selling the substance to help pay for her lawyer to deal with the pending drug charges. She was arrested last month for selling methamphetamines to an undercover cop. Both cases are now pending in circuit court. Couple caught having sex in a trooper's car. State troopers pulled over a Florida couple on I-75. The trooper said that they were driving on a suspended license and registration. They were both put in the back of the patrol car, according to their arrest report, and they planned to drop them off at a gas station where they could find a ride home. Before they could make it home, the trooper caught them having oral sex in the back seat. And when troopers searched their vehicle, they also discovered marijuana and codeine. So needless to say, they took another trip to the county jail, pending said charges. A Florida man that was arrested at a traffic stop tried to smuggle in drugs hidden in his prosthetic leg. A Florida man, being booked into jail, sought to smuggle in narcotics that was hidden inside of his prosthetic leg. The 37-year-old Florida man was arrested early Saturday during a traffic stop. He was sitting atop a glass pipe containing a thick white residue, which tested positive for cocaine. When the sheriff deputy sought to detain the Florida man, he allegedly struggled with the cops, and he was taken to the ground and handcuffed. He was arrested for possession of cocaine and resisting arrest. He had a prosthetic leg, which he specifically asked to be transported with him to jail. They asked if he was concealing any more drugs, and if he had any extra that he didn't disclose, that he would face more charges. Well, he denied it. Upon checking the prosthetic leg, they found concealed within his leg a gram of fentanyl and a stash of Xanax pills. He was locked up on a $7,000 bond and 3 felony charges. He had 2 other separate pending narcotic cases, such as possession of methamphetamines, cocaine, and fentanyl. A Florida man clad in only underwear stole mail, then attacked the homeowner. A Florida resident came out to find a Florida man, 64 years old, taking her mail from the mailbox. He started yelling incoherently at her as she asked him what he was doing. Then he started swinging his arm in an attempt to hit her through her car window, striking her in the face with her stolen mail. She drove off to get some distance from him, but he chased after her. She eventually pulled out a gun and threatened to shoot him as he got closer. At this point, he left and started walking down the street. He was later arrested and charged with burglary, with assault or battery, and resisting officers with violence. He's in jail on a $60,000 bond. I think stealing mail is a federal offense. Florida man caught on camera shoving chainsaw down his pants, because that's safe. A Florida man was caught on camera successfully stealing a chainsaw from a hardware store by shoving it down his shorts. Are you kidding me? Surveillance footage shows the Florida man ramming the machine into his slacks. The 28-year-old Florida man was seen trying to waddle away from the counter. Thankfully for him, it wasn't switched on. He had initially asked the cashier for change for $1. Then he hopped on his bicycle and furiously pedaled away. Well, the store staff gave chase, and he tossed the machine into a wooded area before cycling off even faster. Then he decided to return 40 minutes later to retrieve their equipment, and he was found snooping around and arrested by cops. Successfully getting away with a chainsaw down your pants. That's almost mind-boggling. I guess people were just so shocked at the boldness. I don't know. That's bizarre. A Florida man tattoos a spider on his face to combat arachnophobia. A Florida man faces his fears of spiders by getting a black widow tattooed on his cheek. The 24-year-old Florida man said, "Everybody fears spiders. That's why I got it. Just to, make me know that that's what I fear, but not to fear it. You know what I'm saying?" Because that makes sense. That tattoo has gotten attention, but not necessarily of the good kind. His friends say that it could obviously inhibit his ability to get a job in the future, and his girlfriend was not impressed. Not surprisingly, his relationship status is single now. Best of luck to him, because now he's easily identifiable, and hopefully he will shy away from his life of crime, which he was known for, because he was a habitual offender. Florida man tries to evade arrest by cartwheeling away from cops. A Florida man was caught on camera trying to evade arrest by cartwheeling away from police. The video went viral as this gymnastic enthusiast was blocking the path of a truck in Orlando. He was doing flips in the middle of the roadway. Officers took him down for apparently blocking traffic, but the man was able to wiggle out of their grasp. Then he launched into cartwheels, but that didn't go too well, because a 40-year-old Florida man is now charged with battery of law enforcement officers. A couple was trapped in an unlocked cabinet for 2 days. It took 2 days for a Florida man who thought he was trapped in an unlocked janitor's closet with a woman to call 911 on his cell phone. It was only until the police arrived that the 31-year-old Florida man and 35-year-old Florida woman realized that it had been open the whole time. The pair told the police that they were chased into the closet on Sunday, but they didn't dial 911 until Tuesday when his phone location was tracked. The pair was found inside the closet with feces and copper scouring pads often used for smoking crack. Not surprisingly, no drugs was found on the pair. Hey, you gotta do something while you're in a closet, right? Thank you guys for joining me for this edition of Florida Man News. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sure this stuff happens all over the US. It's just more widely reported in Florida. But them reporting all this stuff is a source of unending wonder and amusement. Thank you, Florida. Florida just goes to show you that humans always find a way to surprise you. And in Florida's case, in a very weird way. Again, thanks a lot, and until next time, this is Dallas, signing off.